exclusive line of clothing. First up, the Jiu-Jitsu Rash Guard. This isn't just gear, it's a statement. A commitment to eco-friendly battles on the mats and waves. And for those who live by the bold champion spirit, we have something special. A line for men and women designed not just for the fight, but for life. Wear our bold champion spirit of Jiu-Jitsu Rash Guard confidently. Its striking design with golden figures in combat honors the enduring spirit of competition in martial arts. Pair it with our unisex mesh shorts, the perfect combo of style, comfort, and eco-conscious design for the modern warrior. And don't forget, our Jiu-Jitsu Bold Champion Spirit leggings. This attire is expertly engineered to channel the champion spirit in every move you make. Together, it's not just about looking good. It's about feeling the part and living the Jiu-Jitsu way, both on and off the mats. Meticulously crafted for the yoga studio, the gym, and beyond, blending style, comfort, and the heart of a champion. Wear your passion, embody sustainability, and elevate your practice. Join the league of athletes who wear their values as proudly as their belts. It's more than clothing, it's a way of life. Ringside Report Network, where champions dress for success, sustainability, and the spirit of the sport.
Attention to all professional wrestling fans and followers of the legendary Johnny Genesis North. We are releasing a must-have collection of Johnny North merchandise in our store at merch.ringsidereport.net, starting with our limited edition Johnny Genesis North 3/4 sleeve t-shirt. With a unique design capturing Johnny in action, this tee exudes raw energy and intensity through its versatile 3/4 sleeves for any weather. Stand with our legendary co-host, Johnny North. Make a bold statement in the wrestling community by getting yours today, exclusively at merch.ringsidereport.net.
Get ready to amp up your betting game with Ringside Report Network's latest knockout offer. We've teamed up with our pals at Bet99.com to bring you something that will shake up the betting world. Dave's Picks with boosted odds. Here's the lowdown. Normally you see odds like -200 over at Bet99, right? Picture this. We hit up our buddies at Bet99 and worked out some magic. Suddenly those odds? They're looking a whole lot sweeter at -150. That's right, and we're all about getting you those exclusive, juiced-up odds, only for the Ringside Report universe. So here's the game plan. We dish out the picks, and you keep those eyes peeled. You might see a number on Bet99, but hold up. Wait until Saturday morning rolls around. Thanks to those boosted odds we've snagged for you, those numbers will look much better. I'm all for Bet99 doing great, but let's not kid ourselves. We want to win big too. It's all in good fun, and hey, it's part of the thrill of the game. They're in on it, and we're in on it. It's all about having a blast while pocketing some extra cash. Ready to take advantage of those boosted odds? Go to the special Ringside Report Bet99 link on your screen. We're all about seeing how much we can boost the odds for you, our loyal viewers. And a huge thank you to Bet99 for their support of the Ringside Report Network.
Okay, then. It's the King and Queen of the Ring post-show here on the Ringside Report Network. Let's start. Yes, indeed. The whole crew is here for this. The King and Queen of the Ring post-show. We just saw the King and Queen of the Ring live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and what a show it was. What a show. John, what a show it was. What kind of show was it?
It definitely wasn't the best WWE PLE. I mean, I think more than likely it's probably going to be the weakest one when we look back on this year. Like, I don't know if it can get any worse than it got tonight or today. Like, it wasn't good. It was definitely the weakest that we've seen so far, without question, and hopefully it doesn't get any weaker.
Yeah.
Solid review, John.
Yeah.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, like this
Doesn't get any worse than that.
early candidate for
Like,
worst of the year.
It was awful. It sucked.
Yeah.
It was
Wasn't
not
all
good.
bad. There were some redeeming qualities.
There were some redeeming qualities, but overall, that was a boring wrestling show. It was dull. Right? I think that was my overall feeling on it. It was just kind of flat. Wasn't really, like, you didn't see anything where you go, wow, that was horrible. We also didn't see anything good at all. It was really just flat. I did not like it. I had a good time watching it. We were hanging out. We were
having laughs.
You know, my son was hanging out with us. We were having a good time. But the show itself was trash. Trash show from WWE. I'm going to go 3, 4 on 10. Like, it sucked.
Wow. Okay. I didn't think it was that bad, but I think it just goes to show that there's a reason why King of the Ring was discontinued for so many years, because it wasn't really that appealing in the end. Just to have a tournament and then the finals, it wasn't really that hatching. And I don't think this really showed why we needed to have it back. I mean, it's nice that we got number one contenders now for SummerSlam. That's fantastic. But besides that, and we have a new Raw Women's Champion. Okay. Besides that, I don't know if we really accomplished much here today.
I don't think we did either. And just aside from accomplishing things, I don't think we saw much that was really good. It was barely worth watching this show. It just kind of happened. Maybe the heat had something to do with it, but the matches were really just not extraordinary. I know it's a lot of travel, and it was really hot out there, but damn. It was just unremarkable.
It felt like a special episode of Raw.
Yeah, and not even that special.
No, just a different location.
Yeah.
Like when Raw goes to London.
Yeah. So I want to see some scores on 10 for this show. I'm gonna go with a. I mean, I was being kind of mean with a 3 or 4, but I mean, honestly, because there wasn't anything where you went, wow, that's so stinking bad.
No.
But something stinking bad might have woken me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it was just so goddamn boring. It was like watching paint dry. I was like, what's next? Are they done yet?
Yeah, for only 5 matches, too.
Yeah, it took forever.
Yeah, for only 5 matches,
it was
kind of...
so long, and it
felt like a bit of a slog to get through.
It was only about 3 hours, but it felt like it was 6.
Yeah.
Because it was just so bland. Nothing. Big bowl of nothing.
Missing a lot of our faves.
I'm going with a 5 on 10. That's going to be my score for this show. It was damn garbage. The only reason it's getting a 5 on 10 is because I liked Randy and Gunther. I thought the match was okay, but the finish was totally botched, which took a lot away from the finals of the King of the Ring. Such an important match where Randy's shoulders clearly up during the whole pin, right in front of the referee. Not good, but the match itself, like up until that point, was good. And if they had executed the finish properly, it would have been a very good match. But they just kind of messed up on the finish, and when you mess up the end, it hurts the quality of the match quite a bit. But because the match was so good, I think this show without it is like a 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But because they had Gunther and Randy and they had a good match, I'll give this show a 5 on 10. But that's not a passing grade. It's a garbage show from the WWE today. Good job, Triple H. Pure garbage. I'm seeing scores on 10. Ryan Katz, 5.5. Alex Tarr says Liv Morgan winning the World Women Heavyweight Championship. That's not a thing. 10 on 10. There are no female heavyweights.
Well, I mean, Nia.
Oh, I guess. But I don't think it's called the women. I think
No,
it's
they
the
don't
women's
call them,
world
They
title.
don't call them by the weight
They don't
class.
call them heavyweights. But he thinks that's a 10 on 10. He likes that Liv Morgan won the title, which I didn't like, and we'll talk about that because Liv is, bad at wrestling. I go with Ryan Katz, 5.5 on 10. I'm going 5 on 10. What do you think?
Yeah, pretty mid, long. I'm going to say it's like a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite match of the night was the triple threat. Enjoyed that one. Had some nice spots, but a lot of that was Chad Gable and Bronson Reed doing some good stuff.
Yeah.
I like that Sami Zayn did kind of a Blue Thunder Bomb on Bronson. Didn't get a lot of air on there, but kind of put in some effort.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it was decent.
4.
Mm-hmm.
It's my
4 on 10. Your match of the night is a triple threat.
Yeah.
I thought that triple threat was all right. I didn't actually see all of it. I was in and out. Buddy Paul came over. I was hanging out with him in the kitchen. So I actually didn't really see that match. I saw some of it, but not all of it. So my match of the night is Randy and Gunther just because I saw every match except for the triple threat. I mean, I saw some of it, but I missed kind of the finish and stuff. I was in and out of the room. John, what do you think? On 10? What are you going with?
Definitely the lowest I think I've ever given the WWE PLE. It's going to be a 6. Like, I didn't think it was amazing. I think it was definitely below par for WWE standards. But there were some, again, like I said before, redeeming qualities. I thought Randy and Gunther, yes, the finish a little botched, but still a fantastic match. And I thought, that might be a classic in a sense for, matches they've had in Saudi Arabia. That might go down as one of the best ones they've had in terms of, big confrontations. That one's up there. And I thought it delivered, again, except for that finish.
Was it your match of the night?
Match. I have to go with the 3-way. I think Ben's right. I just felt like that was an excellent display of action, back and forth. Great storytelling, too, with Otis on the outside, how that was executed with Gable, and then how Sammy took the win off that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to go with the 3-way. And the reaction, too, Sammy's reaction in Saudi Arabia, fantastic. It had everything, that match.
Yeah, the crowd was definitely big time behind Sami Zayn. I saw that entrance. They love him. Otis not cheating for Chad Gable, which allowed the distraction and Sammy to take over and get the kick and then the pin on Bronson Reed. So Otis still not helping Master Gable there. Sammy walking away, still the WWE Intercontinental Champion. So that's the match of the night for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are probably right. I didn't really see it, so, of the matches that I saw would be Randy and Gunther. But I'll go back and I'll watch it. I mean, it seems like it was pretty good, so I'll go check it out. I don't think it'll raise my grade for this pay-per-view, though. You know what I mean? I think, I saw what I saw.
Yeah, it wasn't like you got to stop what you're doing and watch this match.
No.
Match. It was just there's a couple good spots, but...
That's it, and I don't think anything we saw tonight was to stop what you're doing. You got to see this match.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Nothing. Not a damn thing. And that sucks. That's not the type of show you want to see. I didn't love Cody and Logan Paul. I thought the match was pretty mid. They did a lot of like attempted wrestling and wrestling holds, and it looked like cosplaying, especially when Logan Paul was trying to do it. It looked real bad. No weight behind any of it. As a guy who grapples, when I see really bad grappling in pro wrestling, I go, you clearly don't know what you're doing. You don't understand what the hell you're doing, and it looks bad and stupid and pointless. So I hate that type of stuff. I hate phony grappling. I hate two guys who don't know how to grapple go in there and like try to do grappling moves. And I know Cody was like a high school wrestler, but I don't know if he spent a day in jiu-jitsu, like his submission game. I don't know. There wasn't much there. He's trying to do arm locks and stuff, and him and Logan are trading holds, and it just looks so phony. I got to blame Logan a lot for that, I think, but it didn't look good. The match was not great. Cody winds up winning in the end. There was some stuff with the brass knuckles, and Logan Paul was getting mad at Michael Cole, who was yelling at him. I mean, there was just so much nonsense outside of the ring. This was not good. And, we had a clear finish with Cody hitting the whatever.
The trifecta.
Crossroads, the three crossroads, pins Logan, and I hope we never have to sit through these guys wrestling again. I never want to see Cody versus Logan Paul ever again. And all that stuff I said about Logan being WWE champion one day, forget it. Because he's just not very good.
We'll see what happens in SummerSlam.
He's just like, I know he draws money and everything, and I could see the WWE going with him because he's such a big star, but it would suck if he was the WWE champion because he is not a good wrestler. He just isn't. He's an athletic guy, but as far as in the ring, it just doesn't come off well. This match was bad.
Yeah, it was not very pleasant to watch.
No.
And I didn't like the finish, with the... and I don't like all the brass knucks business.
Yeah.
It's very hokey.
It was so long, it really dragged.
The comedian getting involved. And, yeah.
Why did he get involved?
Huh?
I didn't understand that. Why did he get involved?
Because he doesn't like a cheater, I guess?
Because he was the special guest ring announcer, and he's a local celebrity, I guess, in Saudi Arabia. And he stopped Logan Paul from cheating because this was a glorified house show, John.
Yeah.
This is a show paid for by the Saudis.
It's like if they brought out, Sugar Sammy at a Montreal one, and he helped, like, Sammy's like, it's like...
I'd walk
a
out.
local kind of guy.
I'd walk out of the building. I'd be like, I don't want to see these jabronis. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it was bad. I don't know why that guy got involved in the match. I don't care to see him. This was for them. This was for the Jeddah crowd. This wasn't for us on TV. None of this was for us on TV. This was all for them. They paid all the money. They got all the wrestlers. They do whatever. They get some of these wrestlers to sit with them in the crowd during the matches. You see the little kids walking up to LA Knight saying who knows what, and he's like, yeah, all right, kid. They got to be nice, right?
Yeah.
These kids are trillionaires. You got to be nice to these little trillionaire kids walking around. Front row at Jeddah WWE show. Fuck out of here with all that Saudi Arabia bullshit. There's another Saudi Arabia bullshit show. I can't wait for CM Punk to go and wrestle there. Fucking sell out. Show sucked.
Did you guys notice, like, when they were scanning the crowd with the camera, like, when they got the camera on the women had to, like, hide their faces? I don't know if that's a thing or something, or they just were scared or whatever, or
I didn't know,
or they have to. I think it was during the Randy match, actually. Randy and Gunther, they did it.
I didn't notice that. I noticed the guy's ass.
Yeah, you text that to me. I'm like, why do I need to see this? Like,
I wanted to text you a picture of a guy's ass on WWE TV because I thought
Corey Graves' face.
I thought it was hilarious that they did like a live shot of Corey Graves and Michael Cole, and then right behind them there's like a guy in the front row who's turned around and he's like bending over trying to get stuff, and like his whole ass is sticking out. And I go, wait a second, we can't see women's wrists or ankles. They got to be covered head to toe in like 37-degree weather in this place, wrestling, and we get to see this guy's fat ass right behind Corey Graves' head? What? I just don't like it, man. I don't like that type of shit. It rubs me the wrong way. I don't like countries that tell women how they can dress. I don't like countries that tell women how they can dress when they come to their countries. I don't like that shit. Dress however you want. I really don't like it. I really don't like that the female wrestlers have to cover up head to toe. And not because, oh, I want to see that, come on. It's because, like, they got to wrestle and it's so hot. Why do they have to do that to them? They're professional athletes and you got to treat them like they're less. Because what? If you saw their forearms, you what are you going to do? What happens? I hate it, man. I just hate that shit. It just, it's like, come, what the fuck? Then you see this guy's ass behind Corey Graves, and you're like, wait a sec, what are the rules here, man?
Yeah, isn't a security guard going to come and, like,
does that guy get beheaded or what? Like, what goes on? Is he okay? Does he get to walk around just showing ass on TV? So me in Canada, I'm watching him and I see his ass. I can't see Liv Morgan's wrist, but I got to see this guy's ass? What's that about, Saudi Arabia? Get your shit together. I just think, like, come on, why are we going to this place? Why are we doing so many shows there? Why are we accepting this now? Why has it become normal where we're like, it's cool? You know what I mean? Why? Like, I remember when WWE first started going there, it was like, how could they do this? Why do they do it? And now, boxing's going there constantly. UFC's going there. WWE's going there. And for some reason, everybody's like, it's cool now. It's fine, guys. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
We recognize that.
And meanwhile, they're like,
changed.
All covered up, 37-degree weather wrestling. And everybody's like, it's cool. It's how it is there. What are you going to do? Well, maybe you don't go there then. I would not go there. I would never go there. To wrestle, to work, to vacation. I'm never going there. All that Vision 2030 shit, it's not working on me, MBS. I'm not going to no Saudi Arabia. Suck my MB balls. Fucking Saudi Arabia. No disrespect to the people, but the government there is fucked. Fucked. I'm not going to no country where women have to cover up. What's the point? Am I right? High five. Come on, John. It's craziness, man. It's craziness watching these shows. I watch these shows and I go, what are these shows? These are not for me. This is propaganda for the Saudi people, trying to get people to go vacation there. I'm like, it seems like a trick.
Yeah.
When you're pushing really, really hard for, like, come to our country, it's mad safe, you'll love it. I'm like, yeah, will I, though? What if I don't obey your rules? We will jail you. It's like, whoa, take it easy. Because the rules are... See, Antoinette's with me. She's like, I'm not going there. She's not going there. Doesn't seem like a good time. They got weed there?
I would say no.
I'd say probably not, right?
Or if they do, it's only for, like, the upper class.
If you were rich, if you're rich,
fuck that.
Okay.
I'm not going to no place that has no women's wrists and no weed. I'm not going anywhere like that.
You're focusing on the wrists.
Well, I'm just saying it starts there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong, but you have to understand, too, that money. They get a lot of money. They got apparently more money off this than, like, 11 WrestleManias or something.
Yeah, that's the whole overall deal, right? Like the whatever contract they sign. It's
not this one show.
No, not this one show, but I think overall, like Ben said.
Yeah, but how many shows do they have to do?
They only have to do 2 a year, but now because they're doing a SmackDown and they're going to do like a PLE, now that boosts them up even more.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, okay, cool. So go and take their money. That's what everybody's doing. The boxers are taking their money. The UFC's taking their money. All these people are taking their money. And they're trying to buy the right to do whatever the hell they want and act however they want, and we're supposed to be like, nah, they're cool. They're respecting people's rights. They're not jailing people for ridiculous reasons. Or worse than jailing, you know? I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the Saudi propaganda. And it seems like a lot of people out there these days are buying into it. And
Literally.
And, you know, maybe if they delivered a better program, it would be easier to swallow. But this show absolutely sucked. So I'm not buying into Saudi or the WWE in Saudi Arabia or any of that bullshit. If they had good shows, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Antoinette says, let women be women. I agree 100%. Let everybody be whatever the hell they want to be at all times. I like a little something called freedom. America. Wait.
Ron Swanson? Over
Canada. I mean, whatever. Freedom, goddammit.
Well, tell that to the fitness instructor. We've got 11 years.
Yeah,
That's
well.
that's what we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about it, and then it's horrendous. Saudi Arabia. Still going there. Speaking of freedom, how about the man, Becky Lynch? Is she free from the WWE's death grip? Is she leaving? Word on the internet is Becky Lynch dropped the belt because she's got a contract running out, I think maybe June 1st, and she could be gone.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Liv
This was her
Morgan
last
sucks.
match?
The match wasn't great. Liv Morgan is just not good. The finish was weird with filthy Dominic Mysterio showing up ringside. Dominic hates Liv Morgan because Liv Morgan injured mommy, Rhea Ripley, and now Rhea's gone. Becky won the vacant championship. Dominic wanted revenge on Liv, so he showed up ringside, slid a chair into the ring for Becky to use, then distracted the referee, but it backfired. Liv Morgan hit a DDT on Becky on the chair, and then tried to throw the chair out of the ring, but messed up as it got caught on the apron. It looked really bad because the referee could clearly see there was a chair when Liv Morgan then hit her finisher and went for the pin. The referee saw there was a chair in the ring because Liv couldn't clear it out of there, but whatever. And that's how Liv won the belt. Not a good match, not a good finish, not a good champion, and not a good thing for the WWE to lose somebody like Becky Lynch, who's much better by a lot than Liv Morgan. But looks like a possibility that Becky may be on her way out. WWE's loss would be AEW's massive gain. My goodness.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, who's to say that she's going to do that? I mean, she might just stop wrestling for a little bit and just be a mom.
Yep. She may stop wrestling. She may go to AEW. She may re-sign with the WWE. There are a lot of options on the table, but I think we look at the situation right now, it seems like she did drop the belt because she doesn't have a contract. And her contract is going to, she doesn't have an extension, and her contract is going to run out, and she's probably going to leave the WWE for a bit. Like, if your contract runs out, in June, it's the end of May here.
Yeah, it's a week from today, June 1st.
Yeah, if you haven't signed a deal now, you're probably not signing a deal. You're probably walking out and weighing your options. Maybe AEW is one of those options. Apparently she wants to work less, be with her daughter more. I think Seth signed a new deal with WWE, but I could see him wanting to do that while Becky kind of slows it down. I could see Becky going to AEW. I don't love that Liv Morgan's the new champion. I don't really see who her opponents are going to be unless Rhea Ripley's ready to come back now. But That didn't seem to be the case, right? What was the injury again?
Shoulder?
Yeah. It was a while, right? She's going to be out?
I think like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know who faces Liv Morgan. Did Charlotte Flair get drafted?
She did not.
She was not drafted.
Wasn't drafted.
Where's she at?
We need the queen.
Where's she at?
I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, but wouldn't she be good?
Andrade got drafted to SmackDown.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
SmackDown's
Yeah.
so crowded, though.
Yeah, women's
That's
division doesn't
SmackDown's
really
great.
need Charlotte on SmackDown. They'd be better off with her on Raw, I think, right now.
I'll wait and see. I mean, I think it still might be a little early for that. I just want to say, though, that I thought the idea of the finish for Becky and Liv was good. Because it plays into the whole, like, oh, did Dom do that on purpose? Or was he actually trying to help Liv? Like, the execution, obviously, was a little messed up. But the idea was good because I thought it played good into the story. And that was probably the best part of the match. The idea.
It did seem like Dom was trying to help Becky, though, right? It didn't seem like he was trying to help Liv.
I could see it going the other way. I could see that he actually was helping Liv.
By giving Becky a chair to use?
He slid the chair in the ring, and Liv used it. Becky didn't use it. So, he knew that was going to happen kind of thing, you know?
How would he have been able to predict that? He slid it right next to Becky so she could pick it up, and then he distracted the ref so she could pick it up and hit Liv. How would Dominic be able to foresee that Liv would manage to take the opportunity and that Becky wouldn't pick up the chair? Like, how would he know all that? Is he some sort of fortune teller? Like, what?
Of course. Everyone's smart, like,
Of course.
when they do this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
He is a fortune
He's
teller.
a real Quasimodo.
Dominic Mysterio could see into the future. Nostradamus. Quasimodo was a hunchback in Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever pondered that? It's funny, right? The hunchback in Notre Dame, the quarterback in Notre Dame. You ever pondered that? The back thing with Notre Dame?
It's a complete different thing.
It's interesting, though. Bacala! Okay.
Yeah, there was a bad finish.
Bad finish.
I couldn't tell what was going on. I was confused. I thought Dom was helping Liv, and also because of the botch, he was the one to run around. You could see him sprinting around the ring to like grab the chair and like pull it away. So
Yeah.
it looks good. Like it, and I thought like he was doing that because he was on Liv's side, but he was just doing that because it was theater. It
Because he sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So, and if that's like the end of Becky Lynch, that's a pretty
Yeah, it's not a great
pretty
ending.
wet, limp way to go out.
I don't know where she'll go. I don't know what she's going to do. The crowd reaction to Dominic Mysterio was pretty good, though. When
That
he
was
showed up,
amazing.
the crowd was like, oh, no, what are you doing here? Because we were also kind of watching like, what the hell are you doing here, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Rhea Ripley's not here. Why are you here? I think Dominic will join up with Liv, and when Rhea comes back, they will fight for custody of Dominic. Dominic, they'll do a ladder match with the, his birth certificate or whatever at the top, and whoever wins owns Dominic again.
And like Rhea will be hanging up there for a while, just not doing anything, and then she'll fall down. She'll start slapping at the ground and go, "Where the fuck is Vicky?"
Yeah, then Vicky Guerrero will come out for
Yeah.
some reason. But in the end, Rey Mysterio is going to hit 619 on everybody, and he's going to get custody back of his son, Dom.
Full circle.
Full circle.
I would actually like to have Ray be reinserted back.
That would be hilarious if Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley had this big match where they were going to feud over the custody of Dominic for some reason, and then Rey Mysterio comes out and whoops their ass, and then wins. You'd be like, what is he doing? Oh, Rey Mysterio
Booyaka.
just slamming Liv Morgan with a stiff chair.
Oh, okay, like in that fashion.
Oh, just vicious.
Oh, I thought like some
You'd be
lucha moves.
Ray, no. Ray's got a kendo stick, steel chairs, and he's hitting the 619. He's doing everything. He's beating up Rhea and Liv Morgan viciously to get custody of his son back.
I don't know if that would translate well. on
Attitude
TV.
Era, brother.
It
Bringing
needs to
it
be
back.
next year. Has to be next year, though.
Why next year? On Netflix?
Well, I meant because next year SummerSlam would be 20 years.
Oh, 20 years of Dominic's custody.
It's true. 05.
That would be sick if they did it SummerSlam next year. SummerSlam 2025, if they did some sort of custody for Dominic match again with Liv and Rhea or
20th
whatever.
anniversary.
That would be so funny. They should really try to do that. Every 20 years.
Long ways away.
Every 20 years, Dominic's custody is up for grabs. Every 20 years.
And in 2045.
Yeah, we do it again. Who wants this old guy? It's just like nobody wants
Still
him.
goes by Dirty Dom.
It's a 20-man it's a 20-man ladder match. It's all the jabronis, and they just nobody, at that point he's not around anymore. Okay, so Liv Morgan's the new champion. Who is her first opponent?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, you think Becky would get a rematch, right? They'll probably have Becky before she leaves, I guess.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah, we know that because Becky said she's going to get a rematch, and she's going to get it Monday night on Raw.
Which is convenient.
She'll probably lose again, and then she'll be on her way out. I think like the rematch is happening because that'll be maybe the last one. Because if her contract's up June 1st, that's like a week away, right?
Yeah.
Next Saturday. So
and
she's
on
got
a better note.
Last Monday Raw.
Yeah.
Savannah, Georgia on Monday.
Gotcha.
Hopefully
Okay.
better match.
Hopefully it's better. But then, like, what's the match at Clash at the Castle if Liv gets one? Like, what's Liv's next?
Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra
I think it'll be-
Valkyria.
I think they'll skip that. They'll probably give her Money in the Bank, I think. That's what
Okay.
they seem to be doing.
Against
They always
Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah. I mean, who else is really on Raw at this point?
I think they could turn Liv babyface, maybe, and have her against Io. Or turn Io babyface, because she's awesome.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like you said, Raw, like, there's just not a lot on there. I mean, I feel it's very heel heavy, like you said.
It sounded like Liv was kind of the babyface in the match with the crowd. They seemed to be cheering Liv and booing Becky.
She wasn't wrestling like a face, though.
No. But the crowd was kind of cheering for Liv. It was different. Didn't expect it. So, King and Queen of the Ring crowned, of course, the King of the Ring. Gunther, the Ring General, beating Randy Orton. He will get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. He already said it's the World Heavyweight Championship. So we know it is the shot of the Raw champion. But we don't know who the Raw champion will be at SummerSlam because they also announced tonight or this afternoon Clash at the Castle in June in Glasgow, Scotland will be Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. How about it?
It's a good match to make. You got to make that.
I think it's going to be Drew's time. I think
Has to be.
Drew takes it back, or Punk screws him out of the belt, which would be pretty rough.
You get nuclear heat, I
in
think,
Scotland.
Yeah.
That crowd's going to want Drew to win, and I think it might happen.
Well, he got screwed over last time, right? So, I mean, you'd think they actually give it to him this time. It would make sense.
I think they will. I think
They
Drew
should.
is probably champion at SummerSlam, and they do Drew versus Gunther. Unless Punk is involved.
Money in the Bank.
Could Punk win Money in the Bank, cash in on Drew? Take it away
Why
before
not?
SummerSlam? That'd be mean.
But do you want Punk to get destroyed by Gunther?
Triple threat match.
What do you mean destroyed? You mean like have a good match where he eventually wins because he's Punk? And he's going to...
You think Punk would beat Gunther? I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he'll
push-
politic his way to winning that one. What are you talking about?
I think they're pushing Gunther to be like one of their big champions, right? I would not be surprised to see Gunther as the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam.
This guy can politic his way through anything, man. Punk can get himself on top anywhere he goes. He went to All Elite Wrestling and managed to politic his way above the elite. Come on.
He was over, though. Like, it made sense. It made a lot
it
of
makes
sense.
he's still over, and it still makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah, but we need some strong heel champions right here. I think
Why?
Gunther is perfect right now.
He's been a strong heel champion. He's already established. I don't think you need him to win at SummerSlam.
You had him beat Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge win.
Yeah.
I don't think you just did that for the sake of like, oh, let's go over the champion at SummerSlam. I think it's to make Gunther like the next big champion.
Maybe.
Next big thing.
He did beat Randy clean. He took the RKO, kicked out, and then went right into a crucifix pin. No, he didn't kick out of 2 RKOs. The first time he took the RKO, he rolled out of the ring.
Yeah. That's tough though, man.
Yeah, he took 2. Couldn't put him down. It was a big win. He looked real strong in the match. I don't know. Maybe he becomes champion at SummerSlam. We'll see. I think it's going to be an interesting road for the World Heavyweight title between now and SummerSlam, right? I think, there are a lot of factors at play. Drew McIntyre's involved. CM Punk's involved. Gunther's involved now. And, of course, Damian Priest is that champion. So,
yeah.
Who knows what it could be four-way, right? Yeah. Like all 4 guys I just mentioned could all be wrestling at SummerSlam against each other, right? Gunther, Priest, Drew, Punk. I could see that.
Yeah.
I feel that because Cody's going to remain the WWE Undisputed Champion.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to take it from him. So I could see the World Heavyweight title being a hot potato.
Mm-hmm. And Nia Jax becomes Queen of the Ring. An incredible finish. The match itself wasn't anything great, but the finish, that bonsai drop, was crazy.
Nasty.
So much force in that bonsai drop from Nia Jax to get the win. That was the best finish of the night.
Yep. Yeah, without question.
So, at least there's that. Yeah. That's a redeeming quality.
Tip of the cap.
There you go. Cool ass finish. Excellent bonsai drop. Looked like it killed Lyra Valkyria. I thought she died. But I think she's still alive, so that's good. I'm not sure. I can't tell you for sure that she's still alive, but I saw her moving after, so I think she's still alive. And Nia Jax now probably goes up against Bayley at SummerSlam, right? Because that's her champion's brand, and I don't see Bayley losing it between now and SummerSlam.
No, barring any unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, it's too early to tell. I wouldn't be surprised if they get to Nia, but it's too early to really see.
I don't think Nia wins at SummerSlam either. I think Bayley continues to be champion until SummerSlam, beats Nia at SummerSlam, and then who knows. But like I said last night, I don't think Nia's the one to take it from Bayley. If anything, it's Tiffany Stratton or Bianca or somebody like that. Somebody good, not Nia.
I mean, once Charlotte comes back, it all changes. So
yeah,
wait and see.
That's the thing. She's a game changer. Like you said, once she comes back, everything changes. She is an absolute game changer. Oh, man.
That's nice.
I'm ordering this right now.
Is it the Unbuck shoes?
No, it's a rash guard that's it says jiu-jitsu, but it's in the Seinfeld logo. And it says,
"Oh, cool.
This jiu-jitsu is making me thirsty." It's pretty sweet. I think I got to buy this. Okay. King and Queen of the Ring in the books.
Yeah.
In the books.
That was a pretty short show. That's not a problem, too. I mean, you had Kevin Owens there, and you didn't use him for anything except, like, you talked in the pre-show. That was it.
LA Knight was there. No reason.
Tag champions were there.
Crowd.
Although Kevin Owens made the trip. He didn't. I mean, LA Knight wrestled last night on SmackDown, right? Kevin Owens did a run-in to save Randy Orton at the end of SmackDown from Solo Sikoa. That's all he did.
Yeah.
Solo came out all the way to Saudi Arabia
just to manage
Tama Tonga.
Good payday, no?
Well, yeah, but man, they came out for basically nothing, but they were there.
Maxine came out for like 5 seconds. She came out like right at the entrance, and then Gable touched the gut in the back. That's it. She was all the way there for that.
Good heat.
Sorry. Now that I'm thinking about it, that AJ Styles promo last night backstage with Nick Aldis, there's no way that was done in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I mean, it didn't need to be, so it shouldn't have been.
No. I don't think he went to Saudi Arabia. Because last night I'm watching SmackDown, I see AJ there. I'm like, oh, I guess AJ's there. But now that I realize, like, I've seen King and Queen of the Ring, I'm thinking back, I'm like, oh, AJ did a promo. He must have taped that in the States. Because to bring him to Saudi Arabia for that would have been crazy. Could you imagine if they did that?
I wouldn't put it past them.
No, I wouldn't either. Like, I'm wondering what they did. Like, I'm not sure if they did it in the States. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if they flew AJ all the way out there so he could do that.
And they also, like, yeah.
Did Nick Aldis ever show up in front of the crowd?
I don't think so.
I didn't see him.
I wonder if he went out, or did they just use him in some backstages and film him that, you know? Because if they're going to send you all the way out, if they're going to bring you all the way out to Saudi Arabia for like a run-in or like a brief backstage promo, seems pretty ridiculous. If I was a stockholder, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a stockholder, you go, whoa, did you fly out AJ Styles for that? You flew out Kevin Owens for what exactly? What was the point of having him there?
How much did that cost?
Yeah, if I'm a stockholder, I'm a little bit upset, I think, with some of those decisions.
Kevin was in the video package with Sammy, though. So I think that was also part of it.
What do you mean?
They had Sammy, like, oh, he's returning
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. And,
But
like,
why did Kevin
was
need to
there
be
with
in
him.
it?
Well, he was just there. Why not? He's there.
Well,
Use
he's
him.
there, yeah, but it's not like it was necessary to fly Kevin out to Saudi Arabia just to do that. It just seems like unnecessary travel for some of these guys. But whatever. It's they got a lot of money to spend. They're getting a lot of money from Saudi, so they might as well spend it on some people to just show up and do nothing.
Have some catering.
All right. Well, we can't show up and do nothing. We got other things to do. We are wrapping up here. Thank you to all the members checking us out over at membership.ringsidereport.net or join.ringsidereport.net. Members like Antoinette, like Angelo Contagonis, like so many members checking in here on the show over at join.ringsidereport.net and membership.ringsidereport.net. Don't forget, this is a big weekend in pro wrestling. Tomorrow night is AEW's Double or Nothing, and we'll be doing the post show for that coming up Monday night, a special time of Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll get you caught up on all the latest news in professional wrestling and recap AEW's Double or Nothing, give you our match of the night and score on 10. I've got a feeling that it'll get a higher score than the King of the Ring.
They better.
I mean, I'd be shocked if they did not deliver on that pay-per-view. It looks excellent. And, of course, happy birthday to our buddy Angelo Contagonis. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in here on a Saturday afternoon to the King and Queen of the Ring post show here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.